Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Kaiju, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hello there, collector. Steven here, and I am rounding the corner on my GMK translucent vinyl Bandai figure reviews from the theater release. Now today, we are wrapping it up with the one and only Mothra. This is a very interesting figure that I want to take a crack at right when we get into the first section on Sculpt and Paint, but at any rate, this is going to be a nice purple moth, and everybody loves it. Now that being said, is she going to be worth the purchase? Because there are some questionable things with this release. What are they? Well, let's take a look to see whether or not she's worth adding into your collection. This version of Mothra is going to be all purple. And as I have said before, if you've been watching my other reviews for the GMK theater release figures, which you should have been, and if you're not, there's a card that's going to pop up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. It can be a little bit difficult to see some of the nicer details on this figure. So, yeah, you're going to have to be up close and personal on this one 24/7 because there are some details on the wings which are just simply lost at a distance. But when you're, looking very close, you're going to be able to see them. So good on you for that. But one of the issues with this particular figure, which isn't necessarily as true with the others, is that this one is actually known to fade. And I have not been able to narrow it down, but I need to mention one thing. There is also a translucent red version of Mothra as well. Now, this translucent red version of Mothra, I've been told, is a legitimate release of this one. Now, that being said, I have also seen this purple one in a faded coloration, which looks closer to the red one. So I don't know the origin of that red one. If anyone knows for certain, please drop in the comments. But the moral of the story is keep this one away from sunlight because there will be fading. So that is a big backlash against the figure. Anyway, Mothra's purple coloration, the main one, basically comes from the fact that this Mothra has a lot of, or at least a moderate amount of purple on the wings. So I think that is rather fitting considering the fact that Ghidorah has yellow, Baragon has red, and Godzilla has that nice smoky charcoal gray, and it is a nice standout. So Mothra does have a couple of issues, which are basically going to be a blending in of all of the details in regards to definition, depending on how far back you're going to be, and the vinyl can actually fade if exposed to sunlight for a duration of time. That being said, it is still pretty cool. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at that articulation, and it's going to be, well, I mean, it's a vinyl Mothra figure, so not too much. You're going to be able to spin the head around and some of the legs. So it's not an action figure, so you're not going to get monster arts, but, there's something. Now to take a look at the tag, and as you can see, it once again does have the 2002 on it. This is because Bandai released them closer to the end of 2001, and they could promote it for the current year 2002, even though it's 2019. Yep, basically for a marketing purpose, they changed the year. There's also another tag on there to signify that this is indeed a theatrical release figure, and you can only get it through a special means. So, Unfortunately, I don't have any other versions of the GMK Bandai Mothra, so we're going to move right on over ahead to a size comparison, and as you can see here, it does fit in well with the rest of the GMK cast and crew, and it's going to look pretty dang nice on your shelf with some of the other figures you have. So buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. Gotta be honest, gonna throw it down the middle. Not exactly my favorite release of the four. Yep, this one's gonna be in last, so 4 of 4, whatever that may be. That being said, the purple vinyl is very neat, and the glitter does reflect light wonderfully. So if that's your getup, congratulations, Mothra is going to be the one for you. Like the rest of the figures, though, do keep in mind this may become sticky or tacky, and you can clean that up easy with a toothbrush, some hot water, and a little bit of dish soap. Okay? That being said, try to get this one for a more affordable price, and don't give in to some, overpriced listings. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.